My name's Weasel. I am 21 years old. I'll be 22 in March. I've been on the street since I was 11 and a half, about 11 years old, 11 and a half. I grew up in a real, not broken family, but it was hard. My real dad had my mom addicted to heroin, coke, and after he left, my mom still, she was pulling tricks and having different guys coming in and out of the house and stuff when I was about 8. It got real hard to see and stuff, and my dad got out of the pen again. And my mom, she didn't want to be with him. She wanted us to have our own life again, you know, just, she was getting better and everything, and I was growing up, my little brother was growing up, taking care of my sister. And then she got with my stepdad, and my stepdad treated her like gold, and I didn't want to disturb that, but he was treating me like I was a piece of shit. And I didn't like it. Me and him was we were catching the heads every night, like at 10, 11 years old. Couldn't deal with it anymore, so it was my decision, at the same time as my stepdad's decision, to kick me out as opposed to me leaving too. So when I came out on the streets, I met some pretty cool people out here. They took me under their wing. My pops, and his name's Smiley, he's taken me under his ring for the past 10 years and showed me the way of the streets, taught me that drugs wasn't good and everything, but he went back to the penitentiary. When he went back, I was only 12, on the streets, smoking weed with some friends of mine, and they put some meth, some dope, on top of the bowl. That's the first time I ever tried it, was at 12 years old. Ever since then, I was addicted to meth. I had a job and everything when I was about 16. I lost it to meth. I was in 2 relationships that lasted, 2.5 years, about, each of them. Just got destroyed by meth. For a while there, I was stealing anything I could get my hands on, just to get me some. I started smoking it, Of course, it was off the weed. After that, somebody else, at a squat one night, hey, you want to try this, as a foilie. I never tried it before. When I turned 16, I started shooting dope. I kept it hidden from a lot of people that cared about me. Dry bones, my pops, my real mom, family members, just the people that was around me that knew I did it. That was the only people that knew it. Other people didn't know. Until I came back to the state. When I was about 17, I came back. Lived in Arizona for a while, shooting dope. Got kidnapping charges for trying to get my dope. Attempted murder. It was no good. It was not a good situation. I did, 8 months in county jail out there. I came back when I was 18, and I was like 95 pounds. I mean, I still don't have much body weight on me, but I was only like 95 pounds. And people seen me and stuff, and they're like, what's wrong with you? This ain't my little Weasel or anything, what is wrong with you? And I told him, so I got cleaned off of that. And then, I don't know what it was. One person came around me 6 months later after I was clean, and I got doing it again. I didn't like it. I lost my job after that. I wasn't doing good. I came back downtown on the streets to what I know. Back downtown in Denver. I'm on probation right now for selling crack so I can get my dope. You don't sell the same thing you do. You don't make no money. So you sell something else to get your stuff, and that's how you supply your habit. And that's no good for somebody my age and living the life I've lived and seeing the people I've seen die, and it's not a good situation, By the time I was 14, I had all 4 dead homeboys right here on my arm die. That wasn't cool. By the age of 14, this one was a drug overdose, stabbed himself. Somebody stabbed him, drug overdose. Heroin, meth, coke, it don't matter, it's not a good life. Squatting is what you call it when you're camping out. Camping out, you sleep on the streets wherever you may lay your head at or wherever you fall. I used to squat off of I-25 at Spear, and being 11 years old, that was kind of scary, I didn't know anybody. I was just coming out, sleeping outside one day, and I got woken up to I guess it was some kids driving off of an off-ramp, and they shot a bottle rocket into a hill. I guess it went off on the hill, on the dry hill, and it caught on fire. I didn't know it was caught on fire. You know, I'm passed out on top of the hill underneath everything. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning, me and my ex-girlfriend get up to some guy kicking us, saying, hey, you kids better move down, you know, the hill's on fire. We start getting sprayed down to hoses. We had to get up and run and hide somewhere else until the fire was gone. You know, that was the most scariest thing that's happened to me on the street. Next, I'm trying to get my GED. Since I can't get my high school diploma, I want to try to get my GED so I can do something with my life, because I have no education. I dropped out in the 7th grade. I have no education whatsoever. The most education I know is mathematics, and that's from slanging dope. Or hustling, somehow, some way hustling, no matter what it'd be. I've been clean for about 22 months now. So it's doing real good on my part. I have a beautiful baby girl. That's all the reason I need to quit doing the stuff I was doing. I don't sell weed, I don't do anything, I'm on probation, I'm good and clean. And Dry Bones has helped me out a lot. They've been there for me. At 13, 14 years old, 15 years old, going to play pool up there because I knew that's a safe spot I could be without getting into trouble, people looking after me, people caring about what's going on with me. It's what I needed. That's what family is to me. If you work for what you get, you'll have something. And it's more than likely going to be what you want. Because look at me, I've worked to get off dope. And I wanted a relationship, a serious, real relationship, and I got one. I got a baby girl that I wanted. Just really, that's all it is, it's working. You gotta work.